Hey, hey. So, a little late start, I'll be completely honest. We are about 5 or 6 minutes late to the show, but we are here nevertheless. I've just been messing about with Tom outside the studio. We're getting some fantastic new songs for you guys for the middle segment. But right now, it's just you and me, or just me and myself. So I doubt anyone's listening currently. I could tell a joke. I could tell a joke to myself, shouldn't I? A man walks into a bar. Ouch. It's my best joke, I think. Tom, stop. I've been reading the Saint because I'm always very interested to see if they use my illustrations or not, or they're just like, nah, they're not good. But I'm seeing stuff about Fight Night, and I'm so interested in this. It's Fight Night, for anyone that doesn't know, is a student amateur boxing night where a bunch of different students are matched up based on their height, weight, never had any boxing experience whatsoever, and they fight it out to see who wins. And I signed up for it because I thought it sounded great, even though, let's be honest, anyone that is my height and weight is going to completely lamp me. Like, I would have been destroyed. There's no two ways about it. But it seems really interesting. I'm trying to figure out who won, because it's not really saying much. But yeah, some interesting stuff in the news today. I'm just speaking to myself. I had a psychology test this morning. I hope it went well. I think it went well. I'm going to say yes, it went well. And then I went back home and I watched a really interesting film, actually, whose name I'm going to butcher. It was The Killing of a Sacred Deer, I think. I think that was the title. And it had Colin Firth, Nicole Kidman, who I hadn't seen in a film for ages, honestly. The last thing I can remember Nicole Kidman in was like Batman Forever or something. And then the little kid from mid-90s was in it as well. And the boy from Dunkirk was in it as well. And, it was really interesting, actually. It's basically, the premise was this kid gives this family an ultimatum that the father of the family, he kind of says that his family are slowly dying, his wife and 2 kids, and he has to decide which one of them to shoot and kill in order to save the other 2. And it slowly drives the family apart, and it's really interesting how that happens, yeah. I have nothing. I'm sorry, I have nothing right now. I'm trying to rack my brain for stuff to talk to myself about. This is really weird. I've been listening to a lot of music recently, actually. There's been a lot of new releases, actually. So there was... I don't think the Metro Boomin album really counts as a new release, but I've only recently started listening to it. So, yeah, I count it as a new release. I think it's really interesting. The transitions are really good. Metro Boomin really, really kind of shows his expertise as a producer, especially some of the transitions, the one at the start, and I think after Metro Spider, it's just, you can really see his progress as a producer. There's a couple other albums as well, actually. An album by Swedish artist Iasin, who I've been listening to recently, and a new Yeat album. Yes, Yeat. Hello, Tom. I have been talking to myself for the last 3 or so minutes.
Alright, listen. If you had to lose one feature of your face, what would it be?
Oh, shit. Damn.
This is such a change from what you were saying.
Give me a second. That was crazy. Hold on. See, I don't really like my nose, so I'd probably lose my nose.
Oh, for real?
But I'm trying to think, what can I get away with losing and still be decently See, my eyes are already fucked, so maybe if I get rid of one of my eyes, I'd probably be cool.
Oh, I can't hear myself.
You don't hear yourself.
There you go. That's better. Is that okay for you?
Yeah.
Oh, here you go.
What do you think? Eyes?
If I'm honest, I'd lose one eye.
I'd lose one eye as well.
Because you got two. Like, you lose an eye or an ear. No. I'd lose. No. Never mind. I could not live without music. If you took away music from me, I would not be able to live.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, though, I feel like having 2 ears is more important than having 2 eyes. Like, you can watch a movie with one eye.
Oh, that's facts. That's
Right?
facts.
Whereas you can't really watch, you can't really listen to music properly in one ear. Then it's just like stereo, but you only got one of the
your
stereos
point.
on. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that's kind of an interesting thought.
I like how I
think-
completely derailed your monologue. I absolutely just took your
Yeah,
monologue.
I was
shoved it down the
mate. I was
toilet.
super villain monologuing, mate. Like, I was just going for it.
What was the albums you were liking?
I was talking about some of the albums that have been releasing lately. There's the Don Toliver album. I still need to get into.
I'm not into it.
There's New
Didn't know there was
Gorillaz
a
New
one.
Gorillaz album. It's going crazy. There's a Bad Bunny feature on it. So, you know, for everyone that likes him, I guess.
Benito.
Yeah. Muy
Bro,
bien.
he slaps. He slaps.
Yeah. And the Metro Boomin album, I only just started listening to. It took a while. I know it came out in like January.
What,
or something,
the Heroes and Villains?
Yeah, Heroes.
Oh, I like the opening to me of into super the opening song into Superheroes, not Superheroes, the one beforehand.
the intro.
The intro, yeah, there you go. So I forgot what it's called. I'm just gonna look that
It
up.
has John Legend on it. I
Yeah,
think.
Hold up. Can you cut my mic for half a second? I'm gonna rip the fattest burp. Cut every mic. Cut every mic.
Nah, just do it, bro.
Cut. I'm
Just
so
do it.
sorry.
Just do it. Oh my Jesus
Oh
Lord!
Christ! I'm really sorry, guys. I just down.
You should have done that like on the mic. That would have been hilarious.
Nah. 'cause
Also, why are we sitting in the dark? Can we get some lights on
do
here?
you
please?
really want some? I like the vibe of.
You
being
like
in
the vibe?
dark.
Okay, it's kind of intimate. I won't lie.
Say less.
Yeah.
Say less. I mean, like, what's up? Damn.
I also really like. I was talking about like the transitions on the album, and like the one with the feature from, like the audio sample from The Boys, like you know the TV show The Boys,
Yes.
like the superhero show, and it's what's the villain guy called again? What's his name? You know who I'm talking about?
Oh,
The blonde guy.
Yeah.
And all the memes.
I've watched 2 seasons of The Boys, and a season and a half, and I really like it. I've just been really lazy in terms of watching it. You mean do you mean
What's his name?
oh fuck the New
on.
Zealand actor? I know what you mean. Oh god.
Okay, well, you know who. we're
Yes,
talking
I know
about.
you mean the American Patriot type guy. Oh, why have I forgotten?
Homelander.
There
that's
we
him.
go. That's the one.
And he's like monologuing, talking about how he is what everyone needs, and he's like this god. He's
That's
the
on the
savior.
album?
Yeah.
What song is it on?
It's the intro, mate. It's the intro.
Wait, that's Homelander?
Yeah.
I did not realize that was
Yeah.
Homelander. I really didn't. I love. Damn.
Yeah. It's really good.
Is it the one where he's?
And it goes straight into superheroes with Future.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Damn, that's
quality.
crazy. That's crazy. We're literally, guys. We're on a podcast vibe today, so we don't have a guest. So we're literally
Yeah.
just doing your usual mid-20s. I want to be Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Your boys are together.
We can ask.
This is a Come Town. This is if you guys have ever heard of Come Town. If you have, you are insane. You are more insane than me, because I'm insane already. So the fact I know Come Town.
What we can do is we can like ask each other questions. Like we interview each other. Could be.
See, I already asked you. This is a preview to the Let Me Talk Date show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey,
That's
if you
some
got-
interesting stuff for you guys.
if you
I think
got-
we're going to try and do that in the next couple of weeks.
I
It'll
know a
be
guy.
really fun.
I know a guy who's deeply interested.
Oh, yeah?
he's a little horn dog.
Okay, we need to find a girl then that's equally as
Yeah,
keen.
because listen. On Let Me Talk, we can have anyone, any sexuality on. You know, literally.
Just
You
go
know,
for
hey,
it.
ace representation to me here. But no, the guy I found is a straight guy, and he is a horn dog. He is
right
down
Okay.
terrible.
I see. Well, that's probably not the best advertisement for him. I'm sure you would.
Oh, he's absolutely lovely. He is
Oh, yeah?
an amazing guy. I absolutely love him to death. Cammy and Tyler know him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he is he will be amazing for this. And he I've actually talked to him and he said he wouldn't mind being on.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
his only requirement was, and guys, he is an absolutely lovely guy. I'm sorry to this guy. He knows who he is if he's listening. But his requirement was she has to be a baddie.
Right. Let's talk about memes. Memes
Memes.
recently.
Dog.
Memes currently have been popping off. Honestly, I've been in stitches. The AI president.
Oh, they're so good.
They are so good. I sent my mum one. Like
You send your mum a
I
president's
sent,
AI meme?
I sent my mum a president's AI meme. Yeah.
What was the context?
It was basically Joe Biden. Like he made like a house beat,
Okay.
and like hold on, I can show you.
I thought you were gonna be like, it was gonna be like a Minecraft one. And he's like, Donald.
I love the Minecraft ones as well. Yeah, I think maybe my favorite one is there's like a FIFA one.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Joe, I've been tracking your runs going into the box.
Been on the server in 3 days. He's probably just. Oh, look who it is. Where the f have you been, Joe? Fuck you mean, Barack?
I don't want to make sure there's no bad words that may start. You know the one I mean.
Sleepy Joe thinks he's a DJ.
I don't
Joe, I don't
Callum,
think
there's not that word, is there?
the crowd fall asleep.
No, Donald, this track is actually a banger. The drop goes dummy hard, and I can guarantee it will rip at the club.
All right, let's just hear it. Maybe you'll prove us wrong.
It's so good, man. I can
Sugar
I can't-
beats.
I really hope Joe Biden is a DJ in his spare time. That would just make this.
You know, that's actually Jill singing the vocals.
Good. Let's hear the drop.
Oh.
Joe, you sleepy. You've done it. This is a slapper.
Wait, watch.
That dropped harder than the stock market in 2008.
Oh, I've got so many jokes about presidents.
Yeah,
Oh,
go on,
dog.
Hit us with
Can I on air? Can I really on air?
go on.
I mean, there is war crimes, so
Go
yeah,
for it.
dropped harder than Obama's drones in
Goddamn.
Yemen.
Goddamn.
Yeah. By the way, guys, Obama is a war criminal. Just so you know. Just so everyone knows. Just so you know.
That's a topic for someone I think more knowledgeable than us.
Then me.
Well, maybe not you.
In
but
that
this is
context,
not,
of
it's
course
not really a
I'm
topic for
knowledgeable,
me.
but, yeah.
I'll be completely honest.
Anyway,
I'm in
moving
the
on
dark.
from Obama's war crimes, let's talk about Joe Biden's war crimes. Okay. It's the fact they make them. I like them because they make it all seem like they're really good friends.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's the like it's.
I always see the comments saying this is like healing America's political divide.
It is though. Like it's literally just like it's the one. It's the memes that like hardcore. Like if you look at the political spectrum, hardcore lefties will like, and literally like people who are borderline fascists will also like them. Like hardcore right wingers.
Yeah.
Like it literally it unites them together. It's what Stalin and Hitler tried to do. I'm joking.
Where? Wait, have we got the? Did you get the song?
We did.
set?
Just jump to the dispatch number, which I think is
Sweet.
1400 or 1600. 1600.
Where am I looking for this?
Or just do file. Click on file. Click on file. Top left on the other screen. Hey guys, welcome
lordy.
to Let Me Talk Tech Support. Log out.
Log out. Okay. Yes.
Yes, and then put the name of my show minus the. And then just say okay. And then just say okay. And then say okay.
Jesus Lord.
And then just no. Oh, there we go. Yeah, got it. There you go.
Okay. Yes. Okay. That's good. We've
Yeah,
got them.
we got all the songs,
We've got
guys.
the
We got
songs
for you
sorted.
today. We got a little bit of we got a little bit of Yeet
Yeah.
from Callum. We got a little bit of Joji from me. We got a little bit of Young Thug from Callum, and we got a little bit of John Mayer. Do you know the amount of shit I've gone for being a John Mayer fan?
Really?
Yeah, it's the fact that okay, guys, is John Mayer was he a piece of shit boyfriend to Taylor Swift and to a few of his girlfriends? Yes,
We don't care about Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. We don't care.
that will get our show cancelled more than me saying Obama's a piece of shit.
Really?
The Swifties will come after us.
Really? Oh, okay.
Well-
Let them come after.
Well, okay,
I'll
okay.
take them all on.
The thing with John Mayer, right? Was he a piece of shit to a lot of his girlfriends? Yes, right?
As in, did he do like?
No, he didn't do domestic. He was just an asshole,
Okay, fair enough.
right? And he was an asshole to Taylor
rate it.
Swift. And in the early 2010s, he had a really bad problem with alcohol, and which doesn't excuse what he did and stuff. And
What did he do? Like, did he-
he said a slur at one point in an interview, trying to like don't know what he's even trying to do with it, but like. Does it excuse what he did? No, but it's compared to other artists such as Mr. West. It's very tame. It's very much like I'd say more about his personal life than anything, and he's kind of recovered from that. And to me, he's still one of the greatest guitarists I've ever heard. One of the greatest early song. I don't like his current songwriting. It's a bit too soppy for me. But Continuum is an incredible album, and he's still one of the absolute greatest. I mean, Eric Clapton ranked him as one of the greatest guitar players of all time.
Oh, really?
Because I've said he's on the same level as Hendrix, and I've been shouting for that for
Fucking
ages.
hell. That's a hot take.
It's a hot take, but it's true. And Eric Clapton said that he's one of the greatest guitarists of all time.
I don't think many people are going to agree with you on that one. When we play it
We have a Let Me Talk fan that
really?
Let Me Talk fan. Do you really want me to bring you up on air? Do you want me to? I'll do it. Come on, write your
Is
message.
this about my Taylor Swift comment?
Yes, it's about your Taylor Swift comment. The one who said we should boy talk, let me talk. Do you want me to bring you up on air? I'm giving you a choice. If you don't respond in the next minute, yes, of course I'm talking about you. Yes, you have 30 seconds. Okay, that's fine. Danielle Mather has sent us a message.
What's she saying?
Saying, actually, fuck you guys. How dare you trash Taylor? Boycott, let me talk for real.
Okay.
And she wants us to bring the heat.
She's literally just spent a whole semester in the city where Kanye was born, and she's a Taylor Swift fan.
Okay, well, like guys, Kanye West. We don't condone any of his views. We condemn anti-Semitism. Don't.
For real.
Thank you.
He made Graduation though.
Making Graduation does not excuse his views. But I'll be honest.
Wait. We're talking.
I
We're
think
talking
I
on a
think Taylor's-
purely musical standpoint here, right? Okay, we're just talking music. Come on.
On music, well, of course I've always said it. I think he's one of the greatest musicians to ever exist. He's the one that pretty much got
I
me
mean,
into
listen,
music.
we don't need to talk about Kanye. We've talked about Kanye at least like 4
Yes.
times in this show.
So if we
But-
talk about Taylor now, I'll be very
Do we
honest,
have
and I've
to?
not listened to many of Taylor's albums, so it'd be hypocritical of me to say that I think it's bad because I don't think it is bad. But of what I've heard, I think she's a very good songwriter and she's very impressive, but I don't see it. I don't see.
What?
How do I say it? I've listened to a lot of her music, but I don't see the spark that I see in a lot of incredible songwriters. Does that make sense?
I was having a chat with a friend, and I don't know if this was ever like a debate or whatever, but like I was talking about how much I think Ariana Grande is like. I think Ariana is a much better singer than Taylor Swift, and I also think she makes better music. I'm gonna be completely honest.
That's interesting. That's an interesting.
I
take.
never thought that Taylor Swift had that much like that.
We're being trashed right now.
Like never thought she had like an outstanding voice at all. I mean, maybe she makes like this. Listen, I'm stirring the pot so hard here. Like I've only listened to 1989. That's the only album I've listened to. So I'm sure people know way more about Taylor Swift than me. But
I mean,
what can I say?
if you, it's to me, it's. I don't think she's bad. I think people who think she's a bad. It's wrong. Because to me it's like people won't like something and they'll say it's bad. So for example, I think to me the best she's corrected in saying 1989. What did you say?
I said 1989.
Yeah, he said 1989. What are you thinking he said, Danielle? I think I've had this example of people like this experience of people who will watch F1 once or like hear about F1 and they'll say, "Oh, it's bad," because they don't like it. To me, if you said 1999 apparently. I think you said 89. You're capping that.
Whatever.
But I think it's the same thing of like some music. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's bad. I don't think that that Taylor Swift is bad.
I mean, there's
just don't
definitely a
enjoy
reason
it.
why she has this many people that
Oh,
are willing to
definitely,
text in on a live radio show and try and correct me.
Oh,
And-
I know,
and-
I
do you know
know.
what I mean? Like she must be doing something right. You know.
And her sorry, one sec. I'm good.
Okay.
I think I requested her opinion. Not the most amazing singer-songwriter, not the most amazing singer out there, but I think great songwriter. Interesting, says Daniel.
I've heard that opinion before.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I think I think for me the crazy thing is how much she charges for her concerts.
Really?
Do you know how much I paid for Ye? Not Ye. I've not seen Kanye West. For Kendrick.
How much?
I
You paid 80 quid, right?
No, less than that. I paid 68 quid.
Okay.
So it's
What? And you saw Taylor?
no. I didn't. No, people. Did you not hear about the prices for the Taylor Swift concert?
Nah.
It was about 200 for like minimum for like shit tickets,
Oh, she's a goofball.
which to me is crazy because I think Kendrick is 100 times more influential.
He's just a better artist, man. Like,
To me,
it's not just even like in terms of like who you'd want to see live, who has a better stage presence and who would be able to like captivate an audience. It's Kendrick's clear. He's so clear. Like,
I mean, I'm not seeing anything of him. I've not seen her on stage, so I can't really judge in that sense. But to me, it's like
if you're trying to say that,
I've seen some criticism of people criticized saying you can't. A lot of criticism of Taylor Swift comes from a sexist point of view, which in a way I've seen that happen. In, like people being like people being sexist about it. I have
don't
seen
know,
it,
man, 'cause,
But then
like-
it's like to me, Lauryn Hill is on the same level as Kendrick. You know, Lauryn Hill.
I mean,
is
come on, she
incredible.
made one album. Let's not
The
get ahead
miseducation of
ourselves.
Lauryn Hill. No, but then you're discounting her of the Fugees. You can't do that.
Yeah, like one solo album. Like,
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is an incredible album. And he wasn't done now. Daniel's given up. No.
well, it's like
I have 29 unread messages from her.
I don't think it's coming from like, you know, like a, I mean, because like I'd probably look at someone like Rihanna and say Rihanna's like way better, or like even Beyonce. I think
But
those
they're very
two,
different styles of music, no?
Of course they are, but like, you know,
I'd say...
I think
I'd-
I'm much I enjoy them way more than
I
do Taylor.
prefer... Have you ever heard of
That's just my personal opinion.
Cat Power?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude. It's not your style of music, but you definitely should. To me,
Yeah.
she's
She-
underrated as hell.
Taylor did a song with I think Bon Iver,
Yeah?
and that's I think the only Taylor song I've no okay that Taylor song I did listen to quite a lot because like I really like Bon Iver, especially For Emma Forever Ago. They're like his first album. I love like the context behind it. Like I find it so fascinating. Basically, like he was part of a band, and this band like broke up. This is like 2008, 2009, and like when he broke up with his band, like a week later, his girlfriend broke up with him. So like he was just like he was in the mud type shit. Like,
Yeah.
so what he did is he locked himself in a cabin in the middle of winter, in the middle of the woods somewhere, with his guitar
Lost
and like
in the Woods.
a bunch of like fucking supplies, like food, whatever, and then just like wrote the album.
Is this where Lost in the Woods comes from? The one that became Lost in the World on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
It might be. I mean, I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you, but
Do you know something?
because you know that, yeah, but
Yeah.
you know that was a song before. Like it was a song,
That-
and then it was sampled.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's maybe it's not Lost in. Is it the Woods?
It's Lost in the Woods, I think. Yeah,
No, because I can't.
but
see-
yeah, For
maybe-
Emma
maybe
Forever Ago is a fantastic album.
Bon Iver.
I have it on vinyl actually. I think it's like one of the
Yeah,
two
wait,
songs,
hold on,
one of
it's
the two albums I have on
That
vinyl.
seems like it's the. Oh, it's the Wolves, no?
No, I don't think it's on the album. It's not on the album.
Welcome to
Trust-
Let Me Talk.
trust me.
Or just. Oh, okay. Well, you know what I mean, though.
The streams are quite strong on that album
That's
as
very
well.
strong. Okay, well, and you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
Evermore. Yeah, she did a song with. Well, she did. Yeah, she did a song with Bon Iver.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
What were we talking about before? Like, I'm gonna get heat for the Lauryn Hill comment. I think.
Yeah.
I know. I think the album's great. I just also think that you need to. I don't know, because I think that's basically added to her level of like acclaim is the fact that she didn't do anything afterwards. Like it's almost this sort of like mystique that's surrounding her career. The fact that she only did one album. Like obviously she had like previous work with, was it like a group? Like
Fugees.
yeah.
Well, you don't know the Fugees. What's? Oh,
I probably know some of their songs, but
you've definitely heard some of their songs, but it's what's his name? It's she dated him for a while. Oh, Wyclef Jean is in it as well.
oh, I only know Wyclef Jean from the the Young Thug song.
God damn it! I love.
I have a terrible taste in music, honestly.
Dude, you should absolutely listen to Fugees. I listen to Lauryn Hill and the Fugees
Do you,
all the
right,
summer.
let's give me a hot take, a hot music take. Come on, give me a hot,
Hot music take. Well, I've already mentioned John Mayer being one of the greatest guitarists of all time.
Take. Okay, that was a hot take. There's something we can debate about. Come on,
Okay.
here's a hot take.
Okay. Let me just scroll down to my rap albums.
We don't even need to talk about rap. It could be a hot take at anything.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I've got a hot take. that I've had for a while. Had Pop Smoke not been killed, he would have been deemed one of the greatest artists
Pop
of all time.
Smoke. Oh,
Pop Smoke was on the rise to becoming one of the greatest artists of all time.
okay. I actually agree with you. His music was so like
But keep in mind, I'm not talking about anything post his death. Even Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, which was released like just after he's passed
Yeah, but
away.
I think that even shows like his like diverse range of like what.
Because that's
kind
not
of
him. Does
music
that make
he
sense?
was
It's him,
making.
but it's not him. All these albums. I'm
Okay.
talking about Meet the Woo 1, Meet the Woo 2.
Yeah, I think I can see what you mean, especially if he had like the work that was released posthumously. If that was the shit that was in his vault that he was holding on to, I can only imagine what he would have gone on to make.
Oh yeah.
Like his sound was so ridiculously diverse. I can imagine him going far, and I would say the same with X. Like
Interesting.
like X's music was, you know, like something that I've never like. Even one of his first album, like 17, like his first big album, was this new idea of like making like short snippet songs with like with them being like really raw and really unfinished. Like the mic in his first and like in the intro track, his mic pops like 4 times, and he just doesn't give a fuck because it's the whole point is like he's trying to get his emotion out, he's trying to get his point across, and like and that time that was the right time. It's not about like perfecting it or making it perfect. It's just getting your point across.
I see.
In that first album, and that was something like really, really interesting, especially for the time. I think like for like, you know, like the SoundCloud rap generation. I think it was very interesting.
Well, it's his
Like
switches.
these quick like 1 minute songs, like 1 minute 20, sort of like snippet songs almost, and it was like a new way of like looking at music.
I think what
I'm sure there's people that've done it before him.
Something I appreciate more now with X than I did when I was younger, because I kind of over just before break, I kind of like rediscovered a little bit of X. Is to me because I remember our school prom, we had a whole mosh pit because of Look at Me.
Mm-hmm.
Like we did put on Look at Me, and we just like, and how much of a hype song that was. Look at Me, and then Take a Step Back with Ski Mask, and what's the other one? Rip Roach. The moaning song.
Okay, I can only think of.
If we're gonna start
H2O.
moaning on mic, but
That would be fun.
But then it's a switch to Sad as an album. And when I first heard, is it Justin Flores? The
Justin
I
Flores, yeah,
love
yeah,
you
yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
When I was like, when did that come out? When I was like 16, 15. I remember being like, dude, what the fuck is
It's
X
crazy,
doing? Like sad music, dude. Like what's up? I want the hype stuff. And I kind of look back on it now, just having grown up a bit, and I'm like, how he managed to put all this pain he had in him into music, but not like in a cringy way, in such an effective way that people connected with it. That so many people actually listen to X these days, not because they listen to Look at Me or to Riot or to any
Because
other
yeah,
thing.
exactly.
It's because of that music. That's what they
He's
associate
so
with X.
mainstream. I remember like all the popular girls in my year, like all the basic bitches were listening to X, and I was like, what is going on? Like, I remember he used to be this artist for like for like all of us. We were able to like gatekeep him almost, like for his like underground stuff, but his music was so diverse that it was able to like, you know, reach pretty much everyone.
Yeah. I think the thing with pop that I think X didn't quite have is that more or less Pop Smoke was able to get himself out of trouble, if you will. There was a sense of maturity.
He was literally shot and killed. Like,
Yeah, but you know why he was shot and killed, right?
well, that doesn't
His
seem
friend,
like getting
his friend
himself out of
leaked
trouble.
his address.
Oh no, he
No,
leaked his own address.
Oh,
mate.
he did, right?
Can I get some?
Yeah, go
Do you
ahead.
mind?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, because like
Yeah,
it was an Instagram post, and he literally posted like
but that wasn't ops. There wasn't like
that was
ops trying
dumb
to
as
kill.
fuck. That was
No,
so dumb.
it was
a robbery. I know it was a robbery.
It was an opportunity, but I'm talking more like if you see videos of him, not just in interviews, but in like him with it. Like there was like the video of him doing it's some song off Me Through too, but it's like in the studio of his engineer. Dude, he was 20 when he was killed.
I know. It's
He's younger than I am now.
nuts, honestly.
He's probably you're turning 20.
Huh? Voice like that.
Well, it's not not just a oh wait. It wasn't just a
Hold
hold on.
on. Lower your tone.
Because you were good.
We should probably go for a song break. By the way, we
Yeah, but I was going to say before we finish up, it's his the maturity in him and how he talked and stuff. When he made those songs, he was your age. When he
It's-
died, he was a year and a bit younger than I am now.
Oh, it's
What do you
it's
want- what do you
so
want, yeet?
weird.
Do you want
Let's
to
get,
yeet?
yes, put some yeet
Put
on.
some yeet
man.
on. Put some yeet on. You guys, see
Alright.
you after the break. A little bit of yeet. If you're listening to the podcast, you're not going to hear any of this.
Hello and welcome back to
Georgie.
the Christian channel.
That was fun.
Today
I like that
we're
song.
trying to find our belief in God. Callum, as a sinner, what brought you here today?
We on an ultralight beam. We on an ultralight beam.
He is
This is
listening-
a God dream. This is a God dream.
He-
This is everything.
Sir, we do not preach anti-Semitism in this church. Please stop singing Kanye West.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Amen. Anyway,
We could talk about Joji for a bit, actually. I was saying.
I actually liked that Pink Guy album when I was a teenager.
Joji is such an interesting character, man. Honestly. I love how he just went from, like, one of the biggest fucking memes of, like, the last 10 years into, like, the super serious, like, real serious musician. Like, there's one Joji song that I was listening to so much. It was one of his early songs as well. There was people that used to say I look like Joji.
So
and it
Dancing in the
kinda pissed
Burning
me off.
Room.
Huh?
Well, not So Dancing in the Wait, no, So Dancing in the Dark. The other one's
Slow
a John Mayer
Dancing
song.
in the Dark.
Yeah, but the
for
other one,
sure,
the other one's a John Mayer song. So Dancing
That
in
is
the Burning Room.
huge. That song's 1 billion plays.
Yeah, no,
Oh my
I literally have
God.
it just in my save here.
He has XNXX as well. That one I really like.
This one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a really good song, and it's like, I think the context behind Joji is just as interesting. The fact that he went from, like, essentially this like a joke to someone with 1 billion plays on Spotify and like a seriously good song as well. I just find it really interesting. I think he's in the same label as like Rich Brian as well.
88 Rising. Absolutely love
Rising,
88
yeah.
Rising.
88
And
Rising.
their joint stuff is amazing as well.
Yeah,
Do you know Rich Brian? It's interesting you mentioned that. Oh, we'll go back to Joji.
because he's also someone that went from
well, that's
essentially a
stick.
joke to like
Well, he's Indonesian, and two of my really good friends at school are Indonesian. My friends Nafal and Dandy, and Nafal is someone. He'll come up soon. You'll meet him. You and Nafal are gonna get on really well. And he comes into school one day, and this is like a few weeks after that stick had dropped. We were like 14, and he goes, "Guys, look, this is an Indonesian rapper," and he dropped this song, and we're like, "This goes." I mean, have you seen the video for it?
yeah.
Yeah. You have to, if you haven't seen it, he's in the fanny pack. He's in his town in Indonesia. He's in the fanny pack. He's got a white polo shirt, pink polo shirt on, and like white shorts, like dad drip.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how he's going to kill police. You know,
But it's really funny.
it's incredible, and he's kind of like somewhat mature in his music. I mean, I think he went through a bit of an odd phase, but I think he's got so much talent. If you heard his during lockdown, his Tokyo Drift freestyle, incredible. Oh, you've not heard his Tokyo Drift freestyle?
Nah.
You've not heard his brother.
He's he's an interesting one.
I'll just read the beginning of this for you, and then we'll just go back to Joji, and it's the transition from Rich Brian.
I said before we got on this we would talk about things other than music, and we've just. Oh wait, I might have actually.
It goes so hard.
Yeah, I've heard this. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah,
That's good.
I mean, we talk about music, but this is what made us friends. Is us talking about music,
That's true, actually.
and Patrick's dildo photography. But
Yeah. We've got to always cite that as a reason why we're friends.
yeah.
That is,
Thanks, Patrick.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank-
Patrick.
thank you,
Please
Patrick.
photograph my
Thank
dildos.
you.
What? Wait, what?
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 Sorry, what?
I don't know what you mean.
How's your week been? Well, I mean,
Uh,
I know it's Monday, but how was your week?
My week was all right. Just kind of like writing essay. My break in Cyprus is amazing. It was
Yeah, tell us about Cyprus.
it was
Oh
a
my
much
God.
needed break from everything. I was there with my friends Kieran, Tyler, Lucy, and Jasmine. We were in the town of Lazio,
Okay.
and essentially we kind of away from everything. And we had a few days we'd stay in. We rented this villa, which came out of like individually we stayed there for a week. We stayed there from Tuesday night. What are you looking at?
I'm listening.
Wait, Tuesday night, like the first of break until Tuesday this last week.
Yeah.
And that was for me alone for the house, $250,
$250.
which for a week, compared like a hotel price, like £50.
Yeah, but flights, drinks, like
It was expensive, but it was worth it. Yeah, I don't regret doing it, and it was a good break from everything. I mean, you're on this island, you're away from everything. We had some days we went on big hikes. We have wonderful pictures from that. We had some days it was just more chill. I loved it, and we were in the sun. It was warm. I could wear shorts and
Jealous. I'm
t-shirts.
very jealous.
Just being with amazing people.
What's your summer plans then?
My summer plans are currently going to. I was going to go to Istanbul with my parents, but they've cancelled that because of security issues in Turkey. Which I think,
that's
which I think
interesting
is
to talk
overblown.
about.
If I'm honest, I think is a little bit overblown because yes, they obviously are, and you got to be careful.
Have you seen the film Midnight Express?
I've not seen many movies. I'm very bad at
So
movies.
it's about Turkey. It's interesting you say that, right? Because I watched this film like a week ago, and it's basically about this. It's like based on a true story. A man called William Hayes in the late 70s, who an American college student who tried to smuggle hashish
Nice.
in a plane back to America from Istanbul. He got caught at the airport, and they threw him in jail. He got initially sentenced to 4 years for possession, so they didn't charge him on smuggling. Just for
Okay,
possession.
interesting. Okay.
And then, just as his 4 years were about to end, they gave him a 30-year sentence for smuggling. Because I think the surrounding context. So, like, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone. I think like smuggling was just ridiculous in the 70s, and I think Turkey were really trying to like make an example of someone. They just wanted someone. To make an example
was
of.
he caught in Turkey or in America?
He was caught in Istanbul airport.
Ah, interesting.
Exactly.
Okay.
So he was fucked. And the movie is basically about his escape. So I'm basically getting all my details from the film, and it's based on a true story. So if there's inaccuracies, like, I watched the film. But anyway, it's very interesting because I looked at some of like the actual William Hayes. What he said about the film is that it wasn't. It portrayed Turkish people in a really poor way, and it's true. Basically, all the Turkish people in the film are horrible. The prisoner, like the prison guards, just beat people up because they feel like it. Like the Turkish people aren't portrayed well at all. And I think that's something that he talks about. He basically says like, there was obviously people in Turkey that were nice to me when I was there. Like, that's not bullshit.
Yeah.
And the whole film was essentially just shitting on
Is
Turkey.
it sort of like Western propaganda, if you will?
Exactly. I mean, yeah, pretty much. And he even says like, because like the end scene in the film is the main prison guard who's been like awful the whole film. He basically like throws him in a cell and tries to rape him, and he ends up, William Hayes' character ends up killing the Turkish prison guard and escaping.
Jesus, this is
But-
a true story.
But the thing is that didn't happen at all.
Oh, what the hell?
Basically, what happened is he was transferred to this like other prison and then managed to get in a boat and sail to Greece. I think
Jeez.
something like that. Like he escaped by boat and
And
then
as we
got
know,
across
Greeks
the
and
border
Turks
to
gone
Greece.
like great.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. But what's the beef between Greece and Turkey?
It's just like it's literally like thousands of years. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like
But yeah, so basically the whole film is he's basically told by all his lawyers and stuff, if you can get across the border to Greece in any way, like you're sorted. Like
yeah,
you
they're not
can
going to
get-
extradite you from Greece to Turkey.
So you're sorted if you get to Greece. And I don't know how close Istanbul is to Greece.
Istanbul is on the kind of European side. If you so, in Istanbul is if you can you picture Turkey? I'll draw it on the. Fun fact: this is one of the biggest F1 guys, and the guy that interviewed this is Ted Kravitz, by the way, is Izzy Platt, who's one of the producers for Blind Mirth, and there's a lot of other things.
But I'd also like to make the point that I think when you're dealing with some like a film like that,
This is the worst drawing of Turkey you've ever done. This is terrible. Anyway, it's here.
right? Okay, but anyway, like when you're dealing with kind of subject matter that's based on true story, you need to be really careful about how you portray it. Because I even found myself like throughout the film being like, "Fuck, man, I really hate these Turkish people." Like when I was watching the film, and I'm like,
Callum
that's
hates
what this
Turks.
film is making me think.
Callum is very racist.
So it's yes, I'm very racist, and I'm like, this is like like this is such a generalization. This is clearly biased, and it's not not a great way to think, and it was difficult because like the same thing happens when like you watch like some war films and they literally just portray, the other side is like this mindless evil, and you start to be like, oh yeah, fuck them. Like this is it's difficult, and I think you have to be very careful with
No,
that
I
kind of-
absolutely agree with you. I mean, it's portrayal in movies has been. I mean, Argo is one of the movies that gets criticized a lot because
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things like. It's not a controversial thing to say that the CIA is not a very nice organization. It's a very. It's been responsible for like bringing down loads of governments, and just the way it's portrayed and like the way it portrays Iranians and everything. It's a lot of movies, especially when it's very pro-American. I found is very.
Yeah, you've got to be careful. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's having a critical approach to I think watching movies or any piece of artistry. I think is very important. It's when you look at it and you kind of like
I agree.
you can't just mindlessly. It's also a movie. It's like for example, Mission Impossible, right? I absolutely adore. This is my favorite movies of all time. I've watched Ghost Protocol. I've watched the last three, and absolutely Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, and Fallout. I need to watch the first three, but it's incredible, right? And it's like it's obviously like like the CIA, the good guys. But actually, no. It's even what's great about it is that it points out like, I mean, Tom Cruise will commit a war crime, and you're like, okay, that's a war crime, but it's part of like the show, but like the CIA will become the bad guys and stuff. It's like it kind of makes fun of itself. Whereas James Bond, which I actually love James Bond, right? It's like we're MI5. We are MI5. We're correct. We're MI6. We're the British. We're correct. We're good. But like it's obviously like it's a movie. You kind of like watch that critically. It's James Bond. It's not which I think, and again, it makes it even more important. It's based on a true story that you don't want to like. You don't want to circumvent the facts. Whereas I think with a piece of fiction, you're more entitled to do that.
I understand what you're saying, but then I take an example like Aladdin, which so many people I've seen so many videos
you say
about
it the most
how
white way. Aladdin.
Oh, sorry.
Aladdin. Yeah, Aladdin. Yeah.
This is my point. This is my point. Like the amount of misrepresentation in that film, or like just like the laziness. Like I love. There's this amazing video about Aladdin and how it pretty much just misportrays the whole of the Middle East, and it uses.
I've seen that video.
It uses
I know
Europe
exactly.
as a comparison.
Yeah.
Basically says like, imagine a film set in Spain, but you've got the Eiffel Tower that they go to, and everyone's
Yeah, they use
dressed,
Iraqi. They use Iraqi
dressed like
influence.
Germans, and they're drinking beer, and they go to an Irish pub, and
Also, it's the fact that the city's in the middle of the desert as well. As someone who is from the desert and who's been in the middle of the desert, you cannot have it. There's a reason there's no cities in the middle of the desert. I call Muscat the sandpit, right? And Oman the sandpit. Every single city in Oman, either if it's on the coast, it's obviously linked to water, or if it's in the interior, there's like a reason for it to be there. It's the fact it's like, oh, it's the middle of the desert. That's like, haha, Middle Easterners live in the middle of the desert. No. The Arab Caliphate is one of the most important and strongest like empires in the past. I mean, Arabs made algebra. That was Al-Jabr that made algebra. It's like I don't know the representation of like how I see like I've always just get pissed off the representation of Arabs in movies, mostly because like I grew up there. Arabs and Middle Eastern people.
yeah.
I've always it's like so, what is going on in my flat chat? What the fuck is going on, guys? None of my flat is listening, but my flat just put. Anna just wrote in all caps, "Leave me alone," and me and Jake have just been like, "What is going on?"
I'd just like to say I got more people texting me about the Taylor Swift stuff.
Oh, word! What is saying?
What did they say? They just said, "Wow, mate, Taylor Swift hate. I'm not having it." I was like, "Come on, man." Yeah, I've lost some brownie points on that take. I think. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, listen. If they want to come
Sorry,
on the
guys.
show, you know what? They can come on the show. They can throw.
Yeah, let's get a Taylor Swift fan on the show.
Yeah,
And I'm just gonna like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm
just
just
cut
gonna
her mic.
sit
Just
and, like,
cut their mic straight away.
I'm just gonna be passive aggressive and just sit in the back and be like, "Fuck you." I think we are.
Are we good? You want to end the show?
We get in the show. I actually want to stay in and listen to the song as well.
Yeah, go.
So we started off by talking about Metro Boomin, and I want to talk about probably the best song off the tape, which is Metro Spider, Young Thug. I don't think I've heard him like sound this focused in a long time.
Word.
Yeah, this is a crazy song, honestly. He might be spouting absolute bullshit, but it goes hard.
Should we play? Given that we're going to end up, so we'll play Metro Spider and then we'll play Belief.
Yeah, let's do it.
And that's what they'll end on. Well, thank you very much for listening, guys, and this very like podcasty vibe of a show. Hope you will have an absolutely fantastic week. We'll be back soon for the upcoming Let Me Talk blind date. So if you have anyone you want to recommend,
Yeah.
it's gonna get romantic.
Yeah, let's plug that real quick.
Yeah,
Let me
if
talk
you,
blind
if you
date.
got any homies that you want to get some action, you want to get, are interested in a date. We're gonna blindfold. Do you agree to blindfold a guest? I think we should
Blindfold the guests.
because
what we want to do is for them to meet each other for the first time on the show.
But it's not worth it if they look at each other and they're like, nah, not my type. If we blindfold,
You want to do an actual blind date? Okay.
Yeah, because the audience won't hear it.
Okay,
The audience
okay,
won't hear it.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
And
Okay.
then
if anyone's interested, if anyone wants to nominate their friend,
yeah,
next. So I think
you
next
get a free
Monday,
date with Callum. Sorry. Sorry. Elite.
I think next Monday we're going to do Felix.
Yeah,
Felix.
we're gonna do Felix.
Well,
Felix,
you know,
come on now.
if he really wants to. But then the Monday after that,
Yeah.
Let Me Riz.
Let me
is,
riz. And guys,
is on schedule.
extra brownie points for Callum if you actually get a date out of that. Like literally, like you rizzed the other guys up. Anyway, thank you for listening. This is Let Me Talk. Now it's Metro Spider by Young Thug and Belief by John Mayer. Have a great night and a great week. Goodbye.